Hello, everyone and no one, and welcome to another Rotten Movie Reviews. Today, we are reviewing what was easily the precursor to Willy's Wonderland and definitely the precursor to Five Nights at Freddy's. This just had to give them the idea of like we can do this whole thing and whatnot. But we watched the 2019 Banana Splits movie. Jesus. But with me as always is Tier Alexander. Tier, how you doing?
I like this movie. It's a great movie.
Much better than I was expecting. And joining us as well as Will at Forge. Will, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. I am as normal a figment of your imagination.
There you go.
And Angela had prior obligations that she had to go with,
Boom.
which
There's
is
those obligations.
which is fine. It happens.
Yeah, but she
Yeah.
would have liked this.
Oh, she definitely would have liked this because yeah, basically you got to think of it. The of the whole thing, it's you have a kid who he's a bit older, and it's most of the kids his age don't like the show, or then like his one friend who ends up getting sick. So he gets his dream and he gets to go see a taping of the show live,
Yeah.
only for a new VP to come about and be like, I'm canceling the show. And the programming of the puppets goes, or the robot puppets goes a bit haywire, and they go fucking bonkers. They had the
They go
director.
fucking ballistic.
I can't even. It's like what's up, clown? It's like uh, Danishka Esterhazy is the director. Fucking brilliant job. Not much, predominantly practical effects.
Nice.
Writers of Jed Elenoff, yeah, Elenoff and Scott Thomas. I mean, from everything, there wasn't a whole lot of practical effects done, and it was fucking good. And the chick they got to play Poppy, one of the two uh Instagram influencers, and God, when not Zoe, Paige goes that whole thing, yeah, you're 218 followers. Oh,
Yeah.
that shit was so good.
Wow.
Oh,
That's a low blow.
oh, such a proper low blow though.
You're not an influencer.
Yeah, the we've added to the list of things you don't ask. You don't ask a man his salary, a woman her weight, uh,
Lunar age.
and and you don't ask an influencer their follower count.
Hmm.
And of course, you don't ask a trans activist why they're interested in your kids.
Ha.
I'll have to say, like, I have apparently the guy who played Stevie's, and then apparently like he's only done a few other things. Like this was his first movie, and
You did a pretty good job.
he nailed it as like a person who hated the job he had, but knew there was no reason for him to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, knock off Blue's Clues.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but except for he wasn't supposed to be liked as a character. And then you have like the stepdad who's actually the actual dad of the main kid, Harley, and
He's a dick.
such a first class fucking douche.
Yes.
I mean, apparently he was in the TV show. Like he's been in a few other things. Like the actors and actresses that did the shit well. Like freaking Selena Martin, who was I think it's Selena Martin who played Poppy, the female influencer. Oh my god, that was her delving into madness was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, you go into those circumstances, madness is going to be the outcome. I mean,
Yes.
and she did it well.
Yes.
I mean, she
oh,
watched her fiance get killed in front of her, and she was forced to.
well, she watched her fiance die after just not that long ago being proposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not talking minutes. We're talking about seconds.
Seconds.
We're talking maybe up to a minute, maybe a bit over a minute. Just
Yeah.
wow, this I don't know what I was expecting.
5.
Yeah, I don't know what I was expecting for this movie, but it was thoroughly enjoying. It's like it just reminds me of when me and Tier watched Willy's Wonderland. Just a thoroughly dumb,
Yes.
fun like horror.
Turn your brain off and just
Yeah,
enjoy
like
it.
action horror comedy type thing.
Oh, and the father getting his comeuppance twice.
Yeah.
It's kind of a dick move that they left him there bleed. I get why they did it, but it's still a dick move that they just left him there bleeding out. Oh, not bleeding out.
Oh, but it was perfect.
It was.
It was perfect. And I mean, he got almost as much punishment as he deserved.
Yeah.
Almost.
And then the whole thing at the end, Mom, can I give up my acting lessons? Yes, sweetie.
Yes, sweetie.
That was a dad doing the whole thing of the
living vicariously through his daughter.
living vicariously, or like, I don't think that's Munchausen's by proxy. No, it's definitely not.
But Munchausen's by proxy is medical condition or to get sympathy.
Yeah, it's hurting them to.
But
yeah, he was basically being a fucking pageant mom.
Pretty fucking much, yeah.
He was a pageant dad.
No, I'm pretty sure he was a pageant mom.
And the fucking producer did the whole thing. She goes to sing the Black Eyed Peas song, and she's just like, the producer's just like, fucking really? That's your daughter. Like, one, that's a dated ass song. Two, why are you gonna have your daughter sing that? Just this movie was way better than I expected. Oh god, I had such fun.
Yeah, I don't know what I was expecting, but it weren't that.
And the cheesy effects. Oh god, the cheesy effects.
I mean,
they were some fucking
yeah, like they were not like the top-notch effects and whatnot, but they were still just good effects, good, predominantly practical effects.
Yes.
And for a really good, say, explanation, one of the big differences, of course, Five Nights at Freddy's has got that whole supernatural element. Mm-hmm. This is completely devoid of the supernatural. It's just, hey, they had a robot animatronic show and got some bad coding that triggered when the show got canceled.
Yes,
because the show must go on.
Yeah.
And then the guy who played because Thad was the one who got killed. I want to say the brother was Andy.
It's still
someone else.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what the dad's name. I thought the stepdad was Mitch.
No, was it Mitch? I think it was Rich.
I don't remember.
Rick or Rich or something to that effect.
Yeah, it was Mitch because, and I'm just trying to say it. I'm trying to look at it. It's like, because I think the brother was supposed to be named. Now I'm trying to remember what the fucking brother's name was.
Help us, IMDb. You're our only hope.
I'm on IMDb, but they don't say which character is which in that.
Hold on, I'll go to movie and cast. Beth.
The brother might have been Austin.
Mitch. Austin, yes, because the son, the youngest was Harley.
Yeah,
and he's Austin, so yeah, Mitch.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of freaking things either. Like, he doesn't even have a picture on his IMDb, but like, dude played a good job of like a kind of like an older brother that realized he was kind of a crash out and not really
a big brother.
Yes, not really applying himself, but he still wanted to be a good big brother.
Yeah, and he may have gotten laid at the end.
I mean, he definitely got laid because of it. But him trying to be a good big brother is what saved his and his mom's life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because had he not, he'd have been with the others when they got gotten.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a fun fucking movie.
Fleagle, Drooper, and then it's Snorkel and Bingo. The orangutan with Bingo.
Yep. Yeah, because that's what he says when
Fleagle.
Flegel was with the lion. No, Flegel. Brooks probably was the dog, and Flegel with the cat, the lion.
Well, lots of fun for everyone, except for
Yeah.
when it was Hammer time.
John Hammer.
And I gotta say that, I come through a lot of horror movies and you get like come to the end, it's like, yeah, not quite everybody that I wanted to die died, or oh hey, everybody that wanted to die died. They did a really good job on that metric for me on this one. Although I would have been really keen on the security guard actually making it,
And quite
because
a
he
few.
was
Yeah.
he was totally cool the whole time. And it was like
Well, he didn't have enough to really show whether he was good or evil, or in the whole thing. He's like, occasionally at night, I see him. It's like when everybody's gone, I see him driving along in their little buggy and whatnot. But like, we
I
know
don't
yeah,
think
and
that
nothing
was
about.
being evil.
No, it was just
yeah.
a weird thing he was saying. And then like the
It
only
was-
thing I wanted to say is like the other parents and the other page, the dude, because none, as far as we're aware of, like really like the three people that deserve their deaths. Thad was a little bit, but it's like, okay, I kind of understand that one. But was like the stepdad, the VP, and Stevie.
And
yeah,
and Carl, the creator.
Okay, yeah, Carl definitely deserved his thing, and like Stevie wasn't even really like deserving of it. He was just a giant douchebag.
I think he would just all right. So it's the same reason why the guy from Blue Clues I think got issued because he wasn't the main draw. It was Blue.
Yeah,
He
but
felt outstaged by a goddamn puppet or cartoon.
yeah, but he had that whole thing where he had his send off and he went off and joined the fucking military, and
Oh
like
yeah.
all of the fans weren't the ones being like, "Oh my god, I can't believe what was it, Steve that they called him or whatnot." They're like, "Well, that sucks because without him, it doesn't feel like that." And when they put the new person, they're like, "Well, this dude fucking blows. Bring back old Steve."
Fair enough.
Like as far as I'm aware of, he never felt outshined because it was an animated dog, and he knew it was meant for that. Like this, yes, it was meant to be a children's movie or a children's show, and he'd been doing it for a long while, and just he was tired of it because he was a human character who wasn't really liked. He wasn't liked by the fans.
Yeah.
He was just, in all reality, he was just a prop.
Yeah, probably. Probably.
But apparently, there is rumors that this was also supposed to be the original Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
I doubt it.
Well,
this would have been better than
yeah,
this
they said
this is better
yeah.
than the original Five Nights at Freddy's movie. So
Because Willy's Wonderland was supposed to be
We know
Five
that.
Nights
That's
at
why I
Freddy's.
said to you there were
Yeah.
rumors that this was going to be the original Five Nights at Freddy's movies, but got canceled because the animatronics didn't work. They decided not to waste a script and make a different movie. How true that is, I don't know. One of the really cool things is the sound effects the robots made while acting in an evil manner are the same as the range finding ping from the movies 2010, 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Really?
Yep.
Nice. Man. This was a good movie. I'm glad we watched it because
Yeah.
yeah, I was gonna actually pull a tear, because I think that for the security guard, it would have been great if they'd like finished out and just a closing shot at the security guard. I was like, I warned him about those puppets.
yeah. Or again, I like the. I don't think the security guard deserves his fate because honestly, he seemed like he generally liked his job.
Yeah.
He was interacting with the chop with Harley, and I'm pretty sure when he said that, he said it more as hey, it's a whimsical and whimsy here.
Yeah.
Well, that and continuing to contribute to the sense of wonder and everything for the kid. It's like Yeah, I see him around sometimes at night too.
You know, again, and the father's a fucking dick.
Hmm.
I'm glad he got his in the end.
So, yeah, all the father figures in this one are terrible people and deserved what they got.
And I do like that they didn't have the mom be, basically super mom.
Yeah,
Like
but she did go mama bear.
yeah, she went mama bear and that whole thing. And quite literally, it was just she used enough leverage against Bingo because, oh, I guess we should say spoilers. We've already done and spoiled. Uh, to push him over the edge to where he lost the arm.
Yeah, and bingo was it fan well. Sorry.
Yeah, I was concerned that they were going to go just straight up Superman with that, and they toned it down enough to be just
Yeah.
the mama bear, and
Uh,
that was a good make or break point on it because that could have turned it into a terrible movie.
It really could have, but I'm glad they didn't.
and yeah, Clown, it's definitely, if you are like one of the fan favorites and whatnot, it's just he was. You could tell it's like he was a dude that was tired of it and been doing it for too long. Considering it's like a lot of it was just a lot of the same shit because it was a mixture of a TV show and a game show. And for so much of it, like I said, he was mostly just a prop for certain spots.
Yeah, if Double Dare had a Chuck E. Cheese band.
Yeah. What's a banana split? Now the
I
only
agree
thing,
with you on that one too. It should have been a bifurcation.
It really should. It should have fucking been about. It should have been a bifurcation. They should have fucking split him down the middle. It's called a banana split, not a banana rip.
yeah,
They
and
nug, they turned him to a nugget.
they wouldn't have been able to. It's like, well, and that whole thing for it to happen, unless they'd have flung him, one limb would have stayed attached.
You're right. His arm would one of the arms would have stayed.
One of the arms or one of the legs.
Yeah, because he learned to.
I'm more bait that he
to
survived up
fix
until that
to.
point.
Oh, you can survive quite a bit of that kind of abuse up till the point where shock and/or blood loss takes over.
And the just bifurcation of a femoral artery or
Mm-hmm.
two.
Yeah, that would have been that would have been bleeding out fairly quickly at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think they had a weird cut because, like, they have that whole thing of seeing Bingo outside the VP's office. Okay, yeah, because Andy was the VP.
Yeah.
And then, after he gets got, all of a sudden Bingo's already on stage performing.
It could have been a missing scene to show how that thing.
Little cut spot and whatnot.
Yeah.
There was enough freaking suspension of disbelief. It wasn't really necessary. And the whole thing, they have like a miscellaneous for a goof. Like, the old technician explains to the kids how malfunctioning characters are the result of the network cancellation. Except earlier, he was shown working on reprogramming them before any announcement of the show ending was made. And in all reality, it only should have affected Trooper.
What it could have been, like what it sounded like a rewrite mid shoot. Like they were filming something and we're gonna have like probably have just Drooper be evil, but it got changed mid shoot.
That or they were gonna have Drooper be the one to put each one of them in a thing to have the update go to them as well. Because that's what the whole thing that happened for the error was. The error was the show must go on. So after being told that whole that the show was canceled, it can't be canceled because the show must go on.
Yeah.
Well, he was mentally unstable enough himself that the underlying aspect that made him go crazy with the show cancellation could have still been in the underlying code from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, the show's cancellation was mainly due to having more hits in a new direction. It wasn't like, oh well, your fucking your technician is fucking insane and they got giant death robots. This isn't fucking Death Machine.
Yeah, well, no, that's what I was saying. The as far as he knew, and as far as everything knew at the beginning, there wasn't anything going on with the show.
Mhm.
And sure, he was obsessed about the show going on, but he was clearly obsessed about the show going on for a long time. So yeah, he was working on, maintenance and updates of Drooper, but the uh bad code that triggered making the puppets go homicidal in general uh could have easily been in the code before that time.
Okay.
I mean,
Saying
for all we
that,
know, it
yeah,
could
of
have been
course he
just a
was.
weird ass error in the code and whatnot.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's the underlying for me to that is the emphasis on the show must go on, and then the show getting canceled. If that is embedded so fully into the code and the characters and everything, uh, you could, I mean, clearly they're not three laws compliant robots, so
Yeah.
No, they're not.
you could have had the cancellation of the show itself be the trigger that, hey, the show must go on. And that's exactly what they did. Is, all the adults that got in the way of the show going on get killed, and the
The
kids are
kids.
safe and put in the put to watch the show, because the show must go on. It's not the show without the kids.
Mm-hmm.
The show must go on forever.
And ever and
And
ever
ever
and
and ever
ever.
and ever.
Forever.
You do that, and I've got to go full Animaniacs with death on that one.
The weird part about that one is like my eyes started crossing a little bit because I'm that
It's
kind of person.
fingerprints. No fingerprints. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, this movie was just, oh god, was this movie fun?
I found prints.
Like they didn't go too overboard in some of the things. They kept so many of the kills fairly simple.
They balanced that really well, I think.
Like if you look at the deaths that were like the harshest in that whole thing, it's predominantly the three of them against dudes, which was Thad, getting cut in half, which dear god, that one was rough. Because especially because they grabbed Poppy and had her hands on it where she couldn't help but be a part of it.
Yeah.
Obviously the the pageant mom father having his face burned, then the key into his back.
No, I think the really again the TV effect for that makeup job, that was some shit fucking effect.
For which
Oh
one?
god. When he got his face burned,
Well, I mean,
that's
that
when that was kind of
in all reality that wouldn't have worked anyways because there wasn't a flame to ignite the actual aerosol. They had a cigar.
It wouldn't have been enough.
Yeah. I mean, still, again, it was fun, but then the whole of the banana split to the VP and just we were all expecting a bifurcation and did not get what we were expecting.
Yes, again,
And
you had split,
and that was not a good subversion of expectation at all.
I mean, what they should have kept doing was keep rolling on the wheel for a while, and then there you go.
I still just love that part at the ending. Yeah, bitch, honey, I got hit by a car. It was awful, but it made me realize I don't want to be with Kara. I want to be with you. I love you, Beth. Stands there, waits for a minute, finally just fucking decks his ass, pulls up the keys, elects car. As turn around, I want a divorce. I'm just, yes! Then him running after the fucking ambulance. It's like, all right, in real life, that would not have happened, but that was funny.
Yes.
Like, an EMT is not going to allow that to happen, nor is any cop.
Still was funny as fuck.
Oh, it was fucking brilliant.
And he got hit twice.
Mm-hmm.
Twice.
And set up the perfect alignment for a sequel. This one really should get a sequel. It would be perfect for a sequel.
It really would be.
Apparently, there's
if it was done right.
Yeah. Apparently, there is. Oh, it's a canceled project. There was a Banana Splits 2 movie to be done. It was going to be Road Split. It says Poppy recreates the animatronics. They're even more evil than they were before. Canceled project.
I think it would have worked.
Darn.
That would have been good. Because I mean, this was based. If I'm aware of, this was based off an old TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a cartoon from in 1999. They had one season. And the funny thing is they actually got a couple different people to be the voices. It was mostly a Jeff Bergerman. When in this one, I believe it was Eric Bauza. Eric Bauza.
I have no clue who the hell you're talking about.
He was the voice of the robot's voice. He's a voice actor who's done a bunch of different things. Oh, dope. He did quite a few of the voice acting for the 2012 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He was like, oh, you guys didn't watch that one? Yeah, he's done a fuck ton of voice acting.
Which one was the 2012 one?
That's the 3D CGI one.
Where they're fucking huge.
No, not the movies. TV show.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the one produced by Explosions. You know who I'm talking about. Michael Bay. I mean, granted.
I love how you just had to say Explosions.
Yeah.
And I actually know what the fuck you're talking about.
Well, yeah, because, like, don't get me wrong, the first Transformers worked great for that. It got a little weird after that, but, like, as a, producer, it was fine. Those movies just weren't as good as they could be. No, this one, the 2012, they're actually like they are in the 2003 one where they're like 16, 17.
Mm-hmm.
Although there is one of these days I just need to go through and like get some scenes and whatnot down and write an actual script and do like a full fucking retrospective, or not retrospective, but like likes and dislikes between the 2003 and 2012 series. But going back to this movie, because it was fun, it does suck to see that the second movie was
because that sounds like that's exactly what they set it up for. They could have, if they had kept to the spirit of the first one, they could have really made that rock.
Yeah, and apparently someone made like a CGI movie called the Banana Splits movie remake. It's a Rec Room movie, apparently. Because after Beth, blah, 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 now they're going on a rampage to have the audience watch their show forever. Yeah. So they all remake. Okay, yeah, it's just a recreation of the movie in Rec Room VR.
Okay.
Still, just, God, this was a fun movie.
I don't really have any complaints about this one.
Sorry.
Like, my only ones, like, okay, I can have the suspension of disbelief because they kept it grounded. They didn't try to overly explain it. Like, that was the good thing about Willy's Wonderland was, Like, oh, okay, it's possessed
Yeah.
animatronics. They were into like they didn't overly go into what happened of like the whole thing for possession. This one, it's fucked up thing in their programming. Why that would have allowed them to hurt people, not sure. But hey, they didn't try to overly explain it. They're like, hey, something because the show must go on. Anyone who stops the show from going on because it being canceled is an enemy.
Yeah, and the thing is that by itself works. You don't
Yeah.
need a huge additional breakdown of the why. That's all you
Yeah.
need to make it work.
Yeah, you didn't.
You
They didn't
like
overly explain it.
they're not three laws compliant, and they've got this.
Mhm.
You know, their primary directive in programming. The rule number one is the show must go on. Okay, well, if the show must go on, anything and everything that makes the show go on is fair game.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't have to be complicated.
It really doesn't.
Nope.
Says the person on the panel who is most likely to want to complicate something.
Because I like this movie, and it's just fucking simple and dumb and stupid in
Well,
all the right fucking ways.
They gave it enough of a storyline that who they went after, for the most part, made sense. They gave the characters enough of a backstory without going overly into it to make their wants, desires, dreams, why you're gonna want them to die, make sense. They didn't just make this fucking torture porn or gore porn. The kills weren't overly ridiculous. I mean, really the only use of CGI was that I can remember was just the security guard's head falling off.
And the fire effect on the man's head.
Yeah.
Because that's why I said it looks so fucking cheesy.
I mean, still better than Lakeshore Slasher.
Don't remind me. I still have nightmares about that shit.
You're the one who wanted to watch it.
And that's why I still have fucking nightmares. I'm more than willing to admit my wrong.
Tara is spending an hour every night doing mea culpas over the whole Lakeshore Slasher thing.
Yeah. Trying to atone for my sins, slugging myself. I will never recommend Lakeshore Slasher again.
Say becoming a lich, no big deal.
He's got the switch. He's got the switch, and that whole thing. But instead of having it mean like Kuta Kente, someone whipping him, he's doing it to himself. He's like, "I'm sorry, I brought up the Lakeshore Slasher. I'm sorry, I didn't show others. I beg for forgiveness.
Please, Lord, forgive me, please."
Oh.
So, wait. Dude, there's a lot of things you can do that can get forgiveness and and everything. You do the Lakeshore Slash, you go to hell.
Look, concept. I keep trying to forget that movie like the Forgotten
Child. Basically, no one lets it go, and it's great.
Again, we had Saw AA. That was that at first. That was rock bottom. Everything compared to Saw AA, and then we found a depth unplumbed, and we realized there's lower.
I forgot I had a son.
You should go to the original thing on Saw AA, and it's like, we do these reviews, and for the longest time we thought this was the worst we were gonna see.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you're not the worst.
So, you know what? Saw AA, take it back. You're just a bad film. You're not the worst. Thank God.
Don't get us wrong. You're bad.
But there's the worst.
And then there's.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bottom. I know there's a bottom. We've seen it.
That's the sad part, is there's no guarantee that's actually the bottom.
You're right. there could be worse.
Well, I mean, okay, like, to give the Lakeshore Slasher some slight credit that a lot of people aren't going to want to. I give them props for at least going and trying to make a movie. That takes a lot of balls, even if you don't get it done, even if it's not good, you still wanted to go through and do something and you fucking did it.
Oh no, we.
Like,
I've said that a
yeah.
thousand.
Oh yeah.
I'll say it a
I'm
thousand
just
times. I'll say
I'm
it a
just
thousand
putting that
more.
out there again that a lot of people forget that. They just want to criticize me. It's like if you've never put forth the effort in that whole thing, like that's the reason why my gun videos are so fucking low effort.
Again, that's why I'll say it a thousand times. And I'll say it a thousand more. I appreciate you for working, but if you're gonna put a product out for everybody to review, you have to be honest with yourself. Not everybody's gonna like it.
Oh yeah.
See, Rotten, the thing is, most of the panel is willing to give that much grace on essentially any finished film
Work.
project out there. You know, they finished the film project and they put it out there. I I'm the one out there who's willing to put the line as like, yeah, you did, yeah, you did it, you did the thing, but really, should you have?
You were too busy trying to figure out how you shouldn't have actually. Should I?
Should have put a little more effort
It's
into it.
it's the Jurassic Park line is um so all this time asking if we can and never asked if we should.
I'll be back in
Mhm.
just a moment.
Oh
And for
God,
some of them
you
out
got.
there, I'm gonna say it, they shouldn't.
I mean, again, I will never. I will look. Just because I don't like something doesn't make it. I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there that will look at Lakeshore Slasher, that will look at Saw AA, that will look at fucking Born of Hope, and find enjoyment in those. Don't get me wrong.
And
I,
those people say, and those people should have a psych eval before being institutionalized involuntarily if necessary.
Well, I mean, if they
Um,
can look at it objectively, my ears were being weird, so I had to grab a couple Q-tips.
okay.
Yeah, I just felt like there was an overbuild of a wax. Like if they can look at it objectively and like, here's where things were done good, here's where things were done bad. Because like the biggest thing we always want to bring up, most people want to bring up in that whole thing is, I forgot I had a son. The really crappy whole thing of the effects for the fire and like the cutting off and whatnot. Um, but like the whole thing of this would have worked as being set in the Chucky universe, but then it's not in the Chucky universe because Chucky's actually a TV show or is actually a movie.
Yeah.
And then the biggest one of like, dog, you couldn't even like skimp on a halfway decent police officer costume.
Yeah.
And like y'all
That
were
was
like,
irritating.
oh shit, I forgot about that. It's like, yes, there was a lot of things to criticize about it. Like this movie did well. There's some some of my criticisms, like okay, for how some of the animatronics were done, of like when they showed not Drooper, oh son of a bitch, the dog,
no, none of them are called that.
Legal.
Deagle,
Legal.
Fleagle, and you see his hand and it's got like all the different weird stuff, and it's not like actual stuff to be a hand. It's like, come on, you could do better than that.
Or what they could have done was not show the show like a finger or something, just to get us the fact that it is an animatronic hand, and left it at that. That's all you need to show us. A finger or some cybernetic part
Yeah. Well,
of his body,
they
and then done.
because I want to say by this point, Five Nights at Freddy was out as a video game, so like they'd seen the animatronics, how it was, and how there are some animatronics that look like they're hodgepodge together. With what he's doing, with what the guy did for the hands, they would still be more things. Like it wouldn't look like a weird wire casing. In case, Joel, if you're a horror movie fan and did watch the show back in the day, you'll probably get a kick out of it.
Okay.
Like, seriously, the movie was fun. Don't go in with high okay, like I say for basically every movie, don't go in with high expectations. Go in hoping to be entertained, not expecting, hoping to be entertained.
It is for a because there are a lot of kids in this one. So it is a horror movie that isn't too gory. There is some good gore effects.
Honestly,
You
they
know,
kept
like
the majority of the gore out. That's like of not really having any of the kids in it too.
yeah, like none of the kids see the. That's another thing
Other
that
than the
bothered my mind.
one part, it's like other than the two parts of like the girl seeing it happen to her dad, and
Yeah,
then what they see happens to Stevie's corpse.
yeah, and what they see happen, well, they all were looking away when we
Mm-hmm.
got split. But
Yeah.
but I have a small question. Like, how did they not see Poppy and Dad? You know, Poppy's crying when she was over there, or maybe they just didn't pay attention.
From that whole thing, from what we're aware of, the only ones who came up on Poppy and Thad were
No,
uh
remember Fleet? Like, they go with Drooper. You know, he asked him, "Hey, where's
because
Well, they
he
didn't.
caught them before he got to them.
Yeah,
Okay, all right,
they didn't say they didn't get close enough to everything else to see what Flegel had done.
Mm-hmm.
all right, okay."
And then it was funny of seeing like Harley do the snarky shuffle to get Snarky to do it with them, so they're mirroring each other.
Yeah. Try it out.
Like the cast just did very well, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing cast.
Like really good cast for it. The freaking just so much of it was done well. Like whoever actually played the animatronics did well as those things, because you know that was actually people in costumes.
Oh yeah.
You just spoiled it for Tier.
Wait, what? They weren't real animatronics?
No, Tier, this wasn't a snuff film.
No. Oh, I don't like it anymore. No tits, and they weren't real animatronics. This movie sucks. 0 out of 10. I will not recommend. I will tell you if I can recommend this one.
Oh yeah, this was just freaking fun. And apparently the chick who played Beth, the mom, she's been in mostly TV shows and like TV movies, it seems like.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Fuck. I can't remember. Just had it in the box. Oh, know who would probably did good in this one? The mother from Hereditary.
Yeah.
I think she would have did good in this one.
But honestly, I think she was a bit more known, so it kind of fit having someone else. I mean, for so much of it, it's a predominantly unknown cast.
Fair
like
enough.
most of them have all been in smaller things, and that's what really works for horror movies and whatnot. Like for so many things, you don't always have to have the bigger names in it.
Yes.
Like it works for some things, and that's like when Scream for the first movie, they got oh good
Simon John Geller.
No, that would be I Know What You Did Last
Drew
Summer.
Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore, and then within the first 5 minutes killed her off.
Yeah, like a massive version of expectations. You expecting her to be the
which is hysterical because when they went for that whole thing, like, oh darn it, I know the director / writer's name. The Thing.
Nobody help him. Don't help him.
Nah, you can help me.
Don't help him.
It's the same thing from Nightmare on Elm Street.
Wes Craven.
Wes Craven. Like when he contacted her about it, she was just like, "Oh, I don't know if I want to be in another horror movie as a final girl." He's like, "I actually want to." Apparently, he's just like, "I actually want to kill you off in like the first 5 minutes." She's just like, "Hell yeah!"
Where do I sign up?
Done.
Like we are gonna pull like that is a proper subversion of expectations, not always doing the one thing. Now the subversion of expectations they had for us, where we're expecting a bifurcation and instead get a nugget, which again makes no sense.
Again, it said banana split.
Yeah, it always lands on rock out.
I mean, I want to know rock out. Shit, think about it. Rock Out. It's probably that could have probably been better. You know, it lands on Rock Out, and they turn into a rock essentially.
They stole him.
He gets high. uh,
And the guy playing Stevie, you know, doing the whole thing, you spin the wheel, and like you actually kind of get a little of the I'm using a bit of a filter where it's like you can tell he's drunk and like kind of see it in a little bit in his perspective without seeing it in his perspective first person.
yeah. He was pickled. How they let I guess because no one really cares at this point, but yeah.
Okay, the writer was Kevin Williamson. Yeah, and that's why they plastered her face on there because I knew it was going to draw more people in. But for a lot of like horror movies, even a lot of action movies, like I think that's where the big problem with Hollywood has gone into is they just want to get a massive amount of big name stars when at most you really only need one in all reality nowadays for a lot of the stars getting older because they are like we all are. You need to put them in a side character or mentoring role to bring up new stars. And like I said, granted, quite a few of these actors and actresses have like several, if not dozens, of freaking like TV shows or TV movies underneath their belt. It's
Uh-huh.
just going to be they're not near as well known.
They're known on the silver screen, not the
Mhm.
big screen. I mean,
Unless they're a TV that guy or that girl,
Yeah,
it's very much a, they're a one off,
yeah,
and so
they play a lot more minor characters, so you know that they're good enough to do the acting. They're just never really going to get too many bigger roles. Like the guy who played Thad was also in Tremors: A Cold Day in Hell.
hmm.
Yeah, he was. If I'm correct, he was the dude who had to because he was Hanson. I'm pretty sure he was the dude who was the RC car guy,
oh,
the one who drank a whole
Okay.
bunch of the energy drinks.
yep, could see that potentially.
So it's like they've had supporting roles and everything, so it works. Like again, like we look at Willy's Wonderland. You have one
Hmm.
major character in there of Nicolas Cage, and quite literally have him not fucking talk the entire movie.
And he's fucking awesome for it.
Like that's where I have to disagree with Jack Cochran because Nicolas Cage can act. In my opinion, that movie wholeheartedly proves it. Yeah, he's done a lot of silly ones, but like a lot of actors like these ones because they get a lot of smaller roles. They're working actors and actresses.
Hmm.
Yeah, like this was just exponentially funner of the whole thing and not having a fuck ton of well-known people. Does it make shit fly under the radar a lot more? Yeah.
Hmm.
Because the studios count on those big names to be a draw and a selling point,
Well,
a
unless
whole
you're
bunch of a whole bunch of no names who are decent enough at acting doesn't give you the same thing as Nicolas Cage or Tom Cruise in
I mean, for a horror movie, that's what you want. Like it's really only your action movies, your comedy movies, or predominantly your romance or romantic comedy movies that you really want to have that one big well-known name. So many of like your horror movies do better having next to nobody in them because if you have a freaking main screen actor, like they're either the main character or they're the villain. Yeah. Take the role, at least it keeps your SAG insurance going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like Nicolas Cage also had that whole issue with the IRS and whatnot. Because that's like, yeah, Samuel L. Jackson is an extremely well known actor, but he has done a metric fuck ton of weird movies.
Yes, he has.
But
Is that the truth?
he says basically the same thing like Ethan Hawke has, to where he's like, I'm an actor, this is my job. If I'm not doing this, I can't put food on the table for my family, except for that I'm aware of Samuel Jackson doesn't have a family. He might.
I don't know, maybe.
I don't know, but I know like Ethan Hawke was like, I'm the breadwinner of my family, so I've got to do movies and that because it's my trade. If I'm doing this, I can provide for my family. It's like, I respect that.
Yeah, and since actors will happen in even the best managed families.
Well, I mean, look at Chris Pratt. The only reason he really stopped acting is to spend more time with his family. He, from what it sounded like, he did enough, got big enough to where he banked enough to where it's like he can take time off until his kids are a certain age. Like the guy who did Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift was also the kid in Sling Blade, and then had a pretty predominant career on NCIS New Orleans. He stopped because he got to the point where he's like, nope, my kids are of this age. I'm stopping acting so I can be a part of my children's lives.
So did like someone like Rick Moranis.
Yeah.
Moranis,
Well, Rick Moranis had it that his wife died, and he's just like, he stepped away from acting entirely because he's like, I'm gonna be there for my kids. So it's like, it's respectable.
Yeah.
Now, for all these kids in this movie that were actors, hopefully their parents, weren't fucking pageant moms. I would have been such a good actress, but I just never got my opportunity. So I'm going to have little Billy go out there and do it because I know Billy can do it because he's got my genes.
Say if their parents are pageant moms, then maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe the kids will get lucky and their parents will run into some raving animatronics.
Yeah, like for this movie, had just the right amount of story, and the biggest lull time was honestly the beginning.
Yeah, the father was a dick, and I'm glad he got his in the end.
You're like, yeah, Harley took after his mom.
Yeah, thank God.
And like, well, I'm glad. Like, I don't mind that they made Mitch a piece of shit. I'm really glad for Austin's dad. They didn't have that whole thing like she's prior divorced or whatnot. That it's like, no, there was, and it like the whole thing of him bringing up of how his mom was strong for what she did, when her husband, her former husband and his father passed.
Yeah.
So like that also explains why he's kind of a burnout, because loss of a father. And then the next father figure is a fucking douchebag. Like,
yeah, he's having his own issues.
With, they just they put just enough little touches on it that just magnifique, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Was it the greatest thing you're ever going to see? No, by no means.
No.
This was a great fucking popcorn flick. Like if you've got friends or you're dating someone that definitely loves horror movies, this is a movie for that.
Yeah, turn your brain off and yeah.
This isn't the movie you're going to try to get lucky to, obviously. Unless he or she is really fucking weird.
Oh, yeah.
Which, hey, obviously, you don't kink shame someone unless that's what they're into.
What's the saying?
So my favorite one for that is a joke where it's a guy's family found out that he had a very big fetish for being talked to derogatorily, and they, and shamed and everything. They staged an intervention.
An intervention.
And he came.
Rotn, you are a failure at life, and I hate you.
That is terrible.
One, I'm not an utter failure. Am I doing things I probably should have been doing? No. Kind of like I put for my one tweet before for this one. I'll even bring up my Twitter so I can properly quote myself because the picture is of like I think it's from Moana to where it's like the chicken and it's got like the buffering symbol. It says me in the middle of a conversation trying to remember what I was talking about. I'm like, this also happens quite often when I record a video. Should I write a script for my videos? Probably. Will I? Abso-fucking-lutely not.
Never.
I actually do if I am producing a standalone.
Well, majority of my videos are either like the dumb jokes and whatnot, because I even have a short for my gun channel. It's supposed to come out tomorrow. That's a dumb joke. It's a you versus the guy she told you not to worry about. 'Twas not a good shoot. What?
It's terrible. Never change.
Rotn, I wake up and I cry with you.
That was an unintentional pun, and it was amazing.
Oh, you vex me, my dear friend. You vex me. You,
But no, this movie was fun.
Yes, it was.
I will say I kind of wish they'd have had like they wouldn't have put the axe in the promotional material for the cover of it because they have Bingo holding one of those, and it's like if you're not gonna have an axe kill, like I'm pretty sure like there was probably a few different kills that they cut out of like all of the adults being slaughtered because it's kind of one of those things of how could unless it was all of them, how would have they been able to get all of the adults?
Yeah, it had to be that they had the off-screen like majority of everybody because if they showed that it'd been
and that
could have been the banana split. X would have been perfect.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
And they had the perfect candidate for it.
But 9 times out of 10, most videos, movies, posters, and fucking promotional material have fuck all to do with it, or it's production stills that never got put in the movie.
Yeah, it's stuff that got cut.
Yeah. Like, so yeah.
And
that's the sucky part.
And like they did the whole thing of like because the supposed to be like kind of like almost the whole anime thing of like the power of friendship or something or other of whatever it was by having Harley be able to do the Snarky shuffle with Snarky while he still had the whole stuff he did because he was technically the one responsible for hitting Mitch, so it's kind of like he did you a favor, kid. He didn't kill he didn't kill your dad, but he did fuck him up to make him learn a lesson.
And Poppy killed him.
Yeah. Because they were going to add a 5th person. They were going to add a female known as Hootie.
And I love how she puts it on,
Yeah. She goes after the engineer because of who created him, because, if it weren't for him, Dad would be alive.
She'd be a wife.
Well, the question is that whole thing is if it weren't for the banana split still, would they even be together? Dun, dun, dun.
Boom, boom, boom.
Well, you've
all right. Oh, God.
So you've got that, but in one respect, it's like maybe, but if it weren't for the banana splits, he wouldn't be dead and they wouldn't be separated.
See?
Mm-hmm. In Clown, I like that the power of friendship compels you. I prefer the meme to where it's like, I'm going to defeat you with the power of friendship and this gun I found.
I want to teach you with the power of friendship and gun.
But mostly the gun.
Look, see, you see this? This is a magic wand. It does absolutely what I needed. Especially it does abracadabra.
Yeah, and like I'm still pretty sure the kid's freaking extendable wand, which I
With
actually
the
will say,
umbrella.
well, it wouldn't have actually had that much force through it. But I did like the whole fact that he, when he got it and he's just like, oh, this. And he's like, no, dude, check the bottom. Like the bro, it's just like, no, man, check the bottom. And he flips like, oh, he's like, yeah, your other one broke. I made sure it got replaced for you. And it's like, other than the dad, so much of the family was like, they were just trying to
Pretty
be
cool.
like good people.
And he was the actual dad, and he was a terrible person.
Mm-hmm. Well, he was the actual dad of Harley.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
the thing is, like, you're getting too old to call me daddy anymore.
Yeah.
What?
Dude.
No, he did say that in the beginning.
No, I know that, and I'm like, what? Like, that's a sign of love and respect.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I will shove you under the bus myself.
Like, you're a dick. Yeah, I said it. You're a dick. And then he stole the mom's thunder when she wanted to present him with the banana split tickets, and you could clearly see she's like, what the fuck? You didn't want to get him for him. How old is this kid? Like 6, 7, maybe 8?
Yeah, they don't have a thing for like when he was born and whatnot. But apparently he's, well, I mean, he started acting at 8, or his acting career started at 8, and his first role was in the
No, I'm talking about the character.
Oh, the character, I think they're
Single
only
digits.
Yeah. Probably not over 10, 12. Like definitely.
So I'll say about 8.
Yeah.
I'll say about 8 because again, from the way it looks at it, like they're pretty much like first graders maybe.
Yeah, because the whole thing is like, it's either a mixture of it's either this or The Kindness of Strangers that was his first movie, because they were both done in 2019, and he started his acting career at 8 years old.
Say the thing for the whole, for the character.
So
you've got to.
He was 8 in this one, or 9 at the most, because he started it as Jude in Kindness of Strangers, and then in the same year got this role.
All right, so we'll say the character itself is 8.
Yeah.
Well, the character might be just a little under 8. You gotta figure what's the approximate age cutoff for Blue's Clues.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, you also
Banana Splits. Add a year or 2 for Banana Splits. He's single digits. He's above middle, but it's one of those you hit the point where it's like, yeah, they're TV shows I like, but most kids his age have aged out of this one.
Not necessarily that they've aged out of it. They're also at that age to where they start feeling the shame for liking certain things if they're not already popular.
Yeah, and that's again. I'm glad it wasn't fucking Skibbity Toilet or some dumb shit.
So 7, 8 would work. 10, 10 doesn't fit the.
No, like no older than 9 really
doesn't fit the context.
But I mean, then when you look at the other kids that are there, you have a mixture of what it looks like for, like 10 to 12 to plausibly even into the early teens.
Well, then you've got the adults that it was cool when they were kids and totally freaked out about it, and it's not, not so much for kids his age anymore. Although they made the point it's like it's still got some of the best ratings on the network and everything. It's like, no, if I do this, I can free up all of this for 2 shows. Like, dude, you're an idiot.
And he does that whole thing of, I can put something cool and like what got me on that one was like, well, I can put something cool and edgy. It's like, oh, you fucking edgelord.
You sweet dumb summer child.
See, that's where the X would have been perfect. So I got your edgy right here.
Yeah.
Look, I got your edge. right here.
Been like banana splits. Hey Andy, you wanted to see it. It's like you wanted some edge, right?
See, there you go.
That or after that, I'll be like, maybe that was too edgy for him.
Oh, that would be perfect.
Especially, after the whole thing with Stevie being like, smoking's bad for your health. I have no idea what voice I'm getting at. It seems like it's a mixture of like Goofy and something else.
Goofy and
Probably
Dog.
going towards like my Yogi Bear. Hey there, boo boo.
Hey there.
Hey there, boo boo. Let's go get that picnic basket.
Why are you Yogi French?
Gotta make sure we get away from Ranger Rick, because he has the upward and downward inflections when he talks.
I know he had the upward and downward inflections, but you sound fairly French to me right now.
I've probably been watching way too much Sam. There's like when Sam and Platy play, which actually still wouldn't make sense because even though Sam, the Freedom Frog is French, he sounds more British than fucking Drunkle does.
Again, you sound like you're going to ask me for a croissant and a baguette.
Look, if I want a croissant, I'll go get a croissant.
A croissant.
Oh.
You know what? You don't want a bagelet or a baguette a banquet.
Say no. Banquet is definitely not French.
It's bouquet. It's bucket. No, it's bouquet. It's French. For those that don't know, that's from Keeping Up Appearances. It's an old British TV show.
Let's see, now I want some almond banquet, and bad for the sugars.
A lot of things bad for your sugars.
Yeah, I got a Reese's Fast Break I'm probably going to eat after the stream. And that's been the final thing I eat for the night. Although I'm staring at a set of grips. And I got like 2 different sets of grips that I want to buy that are going to cost me about $100 a piece. And I think, though I don't really need it, I'm probably going to buy a Beretta 80X.
Nice.
Well, I wouldn't mind the 96 A1. Because like either way, I'm getting it in a caliber that's not really the predominant. Like 40 Smith & Wesson's definitely gone down. 380's gotten a little bit in popularity, but still not as much.
Think? All right. Ooh.
The 80X just looks fucking cool though.
That cleared some shit up. All right.
Oh, what? You have something where your sinuses went through?
Yeah.
My
ear was itchy.
I will say, I think I'm gonna have to see what some of the extras are for this movie and whatnot. If like they have some of the other kills or explanations. I still will say for this movie, that's why, like I said, when they're like, "It's his birthday," it's like, well, they were like, "We want it to be perfect." Well, it was unforgettable. That's for goddamn sure.
And you lost your dad, and
well, he hadn't lost his dad at that point, and that whole thing. I did like the how his friendship with Zoe grew as well. Mm-hmm. She's like, "You're not so weird," and he's like, "No, this show was weird. I'm awesome."
Yeah.
As he puts on fairy wings for some odd reason, it's like, you know what, kid, you do you.
Exactly.
Like you both stood the face of danger. Hell, with the engineer, when he grabbed the one chick and he's like, "You can't leave," and you're just like, "Oh, hot poker, forehead."
Yep.
I was like, "Good job."
You have passed the test, young man. You are now a warrior.
Yeah, it was basically the one girl that was supposed to be, the pageant girl, who really didn't do anything other than run away and kind of scream. Like both Zoe and Harley had their moments of spotlight that where they like neither outshined or made the other feel or seem insignificant.
I do like the fact that Zoe was about to throw down
Snarky.
Snorky.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll take
Like-
him. You guys run.
Okay.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Oh man. Again, this is a good movie. I'm glad I watched it with you guys.
But like they also
Okay.
had the good parts to where, you know, you obviously have Mama Bear went full Mama Bear mode, and then Sun went full.
Twice.
Yeah, well, I'd say more once because she didn't have the Mama Bear moment when like attacking, and then kind of got the whole shit kicked out of her in that. But she had the Sun come back, being like, "No." Yeah, Austin comes back in, puts the fucking crowbar through. Was it Dingle's head?
I don't know. But it's the dog.
The dog.
And then the Sun throws the wand of Watu at her, and she kills the lion.
And oh god, what was the fucking line at that?
I don't fucking know, man. All I know is Snarky because the kid made a personal reference that he liked that one.
You're saying Snarky and Snorky.
Snorky and Bingo.
Yep, Snorky. Yep, I fucked that one up.
Snorky and Bingo. And Bingo was his name up.
But was it really?
I don't know.
Inquiring minds want to know.
There was a killer animatronic, and Bingo was his name.
I'm actually surprised they didn't make Bingo the dog and Fleagle was the dog.
Well, Flea.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Bingo's not something you would normally name like an orangutan.
No, that's not really something you would name on a orangutan.
Hadn't really thought about that.
I'm pretty sure, but again, you still had the whole full ass thing of Bingo. What's his name up?
But definitely enjoyed this. This was just a fun watch.
Yes.
And the other thing that they did right happens a lot in horror movies, and the one person just rubs you wrong from the beginning. It's like, I want this person to die first. And they're, they make the body count, but they're 4th, 7th, depending on the movie, 23rd. This one, the first person you really want to die, except for maybe the dad. And it's like, do you really want to do that to the kid? Okay, so you're weighing that out a little bit. But you get the vice president of the studio who's canceling the show. You want him to die like yesterday. And sure enough, he's the first one to go down.
Well, he's the first. He's not the first one to die. He's the first one to get grabbed.
Oh, well, yeah. He's
the first one to die is Stevie.
That's right. He's the first one grabbed, and he goes down the most brutally.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the best of both worlds.
They got their vengeance.
A guy named Andy actually got killed by a product made for children. Justice finally.
But I'm all in on it. If they had made a sequel, I would have wanted to see it. If they want to make a computer game, I'd definitely look at it.
Yeah.
Again, focus on Poppy and her descent into madness.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will say I didn't
take the script for the movie and turn it into a computer game.
I did say the one thing I didn't like for the one thing of like it had the whole thing where there could be the sequel of having Poppy hit Mitch with the buggy, the banana buggy, and had all the animatronics, but then to have the one eye light up, it's like that's completely unnecessary.
Yeah, again, have her, and I know that's like how you start that second movie.
Yeah, like when you have it start the second movie, is it's like have her doing the whole thing to where the eyes come back to life and her there, like it ending on her going tra la 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 la, like that was fucking perfect, and even having the whole thing of the song that we didn't listen to at the end, where it's like they actually changed the lyrics that says "We killed so many people," then having it fade to go to where there's the
Yeah.
couple fingers and the rats or the rat.
Yep.
Say
Mm-mm.
see, yeah, so the second one starts up. You've got her there with the animatronics working, trying to put things back together.
Oh
Uh,
no!
and
It
a
should
computer
be her.
struggling with code, and then
Mhm.
uh, like some kind of celebration, success, eureka, and the eyes start to light up nice and red, and
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
oh,
It
that'd be
should start
perfect.
off. It should start off with her driving down the road in the buggy, and with the animatronic, and she gets pulled over by a cop, and that's her second kill. Well, that's third kill. She kills the cop in the car and keeps on going.
That's kind of a little played out.
Oh, it's an opening kill, man.
It's a thought process. But what would make more sense, in my opinion, would be like she recreates the animatronics, but then brings them back to the studio. And while bringing them back to the studio, that's when she gets pulled over, and you have one of the animatronics kill the cop.
And they
That
recognize
would
her as
work.
their sister.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like they're recognizing her more closer as to one of them. Like having her do more kills doesn't make any sense. Because again, it's that whole thing for this. It's supposed to be, and even for the sequel, it's supposed to be like the animatronics doing the killing, not really them, other than her. We're guessing most likely killed the engineer, which really makes no sense again for that one, because like she's got a kind of a ball peen hammer and breaks a lock with a ball peen hammer, and there's sparks. It's like, all right, we're getting a little too supernatural here, folks.
Yeah.
And then she doesn't even get like the full arm swing on the engineer. Unless all she did was knock his ass out with it and threw him underneath all the animatronics, and is going to be like, hey, guess what? You're going to help me rebuild these.
Mm. You're gonna help me restart this all over again.
That's like, didn't you say the show must go on?
Mm-hmm. And then we had slight kaiju fight with, Snorky versus one-armed Bingo,
On bingo.
and then mutual destruction.
Yes.
One armed bandit results say the traitor and the one armed bandit go for mutually assured destruction.
Mm-hmm. And again, I was just really happy with the lack, especially for 2019 time frame, the lack of overuse of CGI. Because for so much of that time frame, and even seeing around this, like there was the overuse of CGI in a lot of things, especially for horror movies. It's like horror movies always went one of two ways: either they overdo the CGI or stick with practical, where it typically works better.
Oh.
They just did well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might have tripped a few places overall, but it's it's a good watch. I'd watch it again. I'd watch it a third time.
I'd totally
It's
recommend
that
it.
whole thing to where it's like it's enough that it slightly bugs me, but it's not enough to piss me off to where I can't watch it.
Yeah, no, if I had this on DVD, it would probably make my once every year or two playlist.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Otherwise, I can't really think of anything else. I'm pretty sure we're all on the recommendation for it.
Oh, for sure.
Most definitely.
I will say I'm actually kind of surprised that going to another one of the kills, the first kill with Stevie, that the lollipop didn't break as it went down his throat.
Yeah.
Still not a terrible effect though.
He's good at swallowing. Bronchitis.
Well, how do you think he got the job in the first place?
Nepotism.
Well, it's either nepotism or no gag reflex, one of the two.
I like to think it was the latter than the former.
Could have been both.
It could have been.
Now that's terrible. So you're like, have some decency. Have me have low standards, but I got some still, for crying out loud.
Standards, what are those?
I have low standards, not no standards.
Exactly.
Ugh. All right, guys. I think I'm starting to fade.
Yeah. Well, this was a fun movie. We all recommend. Definitely a good way to end the Halloween thing. Next week will be a Talking to the Void. And depending on how things go with the whole house thing, we might be doing Talking to Voids for a while, plausibly.
Okay.
Not 100% sure. So, but there will at least should be a Sunday stream each Sunday for me, for something.
Say,
we don't know what yet.
It is what it has to be.
It is what it is, and tis what it ain't.
Otherwise, y'all have yourselves a wonderful night. Have a happy Halloween. And with Thanksgiving coming up, have a good Thanksgiving. Drink some water. Stay hydrated. I don't know. Call your family or something or other. I don't know. Do what you're going to do. I'm not your dad.
Eat, drink, be merry.
At least he hopes not. Bye, all.
You're not my real dad.
I've got a step ladder. I never knew my real ladder.
Exactly.
All right, y'all take it easy. Have a good day or good night. Whatever.
Rodney.
Later. Oh yeah. Well, since Angela isn't here, go to the theater.
Go to the theater.
Laters.
Adios, amigos.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. Join us again next week, or you can check out the other people in the panel in the description and see us again plausibly on one of their channels, or just check out what work they've done. Have a good week, everyone.